I'd like to begin. You see, it's important that we begin with the ascent. So we create ourselves a story. We are encouraged by our surrounding diverse minds of teaching to create the story. And the story, it becomes more appetizing as it gets into the midst of what it may encounter. Meaning, once upon a time allows the recorder to start recording. And as the story progresses, you can't put the book down, you see. And you wait for the climax, you see. That I wonder what is going to take place. So I remember myself as a person, as a body, as a child, as a name, as a little actor in my story that I was directing. I am responsible for my story. The mind takes on ownership of everything that it feels able or even forced into. You know, nothing can force you. Everything has to be accepted. So our education, our parents in the way they are, our early chapters through to the middle chapter is an accepting way. They don't force these things on us. So I quickly understood that there are no conspiracies. That's just an idea, a blameworthy way of saying, no, not me. I didn't want that, you see. But everything you have in your mind, in your body, materialistically, is things that you wanted. Even the things that you were given, if you didn't want them, you would have denied them. No, thank you. No. I don't want that castle. I don't want that Mercedes open top convertible. No, thank you. I don't want the poison. Well, I understand that one. So the ascent is something that it simply happens. And there is something, a quality of mind that accepts that what is happening. It takes on board, you see. I takes everything on board. And then I find it's not really beneficial to delete and drop because it may come in handy, you see. My generation, or the generation before my generation, would pass down the information. Don't throw it out. It may come in handy. And of course, everything comes in handy to be thrown out. Because it's great. Because when the ascent, when the point of reaching the summit, it's not at the summit, or prior to the summit, it is extremely, extremely painful, extremely hard, extremely challenging. But it's reaching the peak that makes everything worthwhile for the ascent. It's reaching the great outcome of the story that makes everything worthwhile. And it's in the ascent. I actually didn't climb this mountain, you know. In my mind, I've climbed every mountain. I've swum every ocean. I've touched every planet, every star. But my body, it is limited to each one and their differing model of body, differing type, can do that what it understands its own capabilities are. So the ascent, you don't want to come down, but you know there's no need to go further. There's no way. It's that ultimate experience. I'm here as a human. I've ascended. I've done the best I can, and I take responsibility for whatever I've done. Be it in the mind state wrong, right, worthy, unworthy, successful, failing, real, imaginary. That's me. Accept me for that ascent. And then there's a call from the bottom of the mountain, the beginning of the story, once upon a time. It's time to start again. And because you've admitted the responsibility of the climb on your own, through your own needs, your own desires, your own mindset, your own being encouraged, motivated, and pushed by those around you that loved you. When you realize that you did, it was a hard climb. It was a tough story. It had many starts and stops. You wait until you gain the strength and you witness this incredible life at peak. This life is peaking, and you're peeking out of it with these eyes. And you turn to go down back to the beginning, and something lifts you. The descent. Is much different from the ascent, because something takes you down. They say enlightenment, well, I say enlightenment is the peak. Some climb physically, and some are worthy of this climb to this incredible peak. And some climb with their minds. Some climb with spirit. Some climb with consciousness. Some climb with hope. Some climb with a deep desire to experience that what each one of us is experiencing some with a mind, some just not even knowing. But everyone peaks in some way. The descent is the most uplifting. It's the reward. There's no money. There's no gold. There's just something that takes you down like a feather with the incredible love and adoration that you peaked. You peaked at God. You peaked at the top. You peaked in your moment when you looked into your partner's eyes and you just saw the most incredible and purest moment. But what happens for some is the descent never ends. It doesn't stop at the bottom of the mountain, at the start of the story, at the once upon a time. It descends further back into the beyond. And of course, once you pass the bottom of the hill, the once upon a time story, you can't depend on your mind anymore. You can't depend on that mind that prepares, organizes, gives self-worth, encouragement, motivation, ability, skills to get up to another peak. Because one peak is enough. One peak is enough. When God opens the veil, and just before you fall, some spirit catches you and carries you on your descent. And on the way down, it says one thing: you don't know anything. You never knew anything. But now you know one thing. And you don't have to look for any other thing. You've seen, or you saw, what I promised through me. I am is the way, and I am took you on the way. No, I am has been taken from you. And you like I. Have become the way. And that's the only reason you can't fully go home until you have completely shared this way. And sharing is over. Thank you. Thank you. I peaked. I shared. Job done. Namaste home. With love. And deep, 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 deep gratitude. For accepting these words. Now, drop these words.